Wee 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 wee. Wee 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 wee. Hey there, kids. I got a question about sleep, and I was just nodding off there for a second. Got a question here about sleep for the Power Project off of YouTube from Duke Nothing 666. Sounds like a very evil name. Anyway, Duke, how much sleep should you get a night to lift big weights, and how does it affect your lifts? Those of you who've done a powerlifting meet before know that you don't sleep for shit a lot of times before a powerlifting meet. The longer you do it, the worse it seems to get. The longer you're in powerlifting, the worse that seems to get. You figure it'd get better at some point, but for some reason it gets a whole lot worse. I think because keeping up with yourself gets to be more and more difficult as you move along. Once you squat 1,000 pounds, it's unacceptable to squat 950. Once you squat 500 pounds, it's unacceptable to squat 450, and so on. Down the road, it just, no matter what the weights are, it just kind of keeps getting worse. And the sleep the night before is usually awful. However, the performance is usually fine. So, how much sleep do you need the night before? Not a whole lot. I've slept as little as 3 hours before and performed just fine. Now, if you have sleep deprivation going on for periods of time, you will be completely fucked and you won't be able to lift much of anything. So you do need to make sure you get the proper rest, proper nutrition. They go hand in hand. If your blood pressure is high and you're getting fat and getting out of shape, that's going to lead to sleep apnea, diabetes, all kinds of shit that you don't want and you don't need that will not help you with your strength gains. So try your best. You don't have to eat like a bird, but eat enough food to facilitate your training, to keep your training strong, to keep your training going well. But don't eat so much that you get fucking fat and that you get so fat that you can't fucking sleep, because I've been there and it sucks. Think about that. You're so fat that you can't sleep. That's awful. That's brutal. Got to be hooked to a machine and shit. I know a lot of you guys out there are like that, and I don't mean to pick on you too much, but do your best to get yourself off those fucking machines. Do yourself a favor. Try to get yourself off of medications. Sleep medications are evil. Blood pressure medications are evil. Sometimes they're a necessary evil in some cases, but take that shit seriously. Your sleep is important. Make sure you get one of those nice long sleepy hats. Those things are awesome. Make sure you get the pajamas with the feet in them. That's going to be helpful. And have a nice warm glass of milk and hit the sack. Actually, on a more serious note, if you develop good habits with your sleep, you'll be able to sleep a lot better. I've had problems for a long time with sleep. The brain's always going, always thinking of shit. Yeah, this brain. I know. Fucking ridiculous, right? But I'm always thinking of shit, always thinking of new things. Sling shots, sling shorts, sling this, sling that. Power magazine, my kids, all that shit. Running through this big old fat dome of mine, plus with my own lifts and my lifters' lifts and so on and so forth. Shit's just going on all day in there, and it's hard to shut it off at night. But if you start to develop habits, try to get yourself to bed at a similar time every night, you will notice an improvement in your sleep. How many hours a night do you need to lift big? Was your original question. Sorry for going on and on and on here, but this shit is important. It's important to get your sleep, and I'd say on the minimum, on the low end, you need 6 hours, and on the high end, you might need like 8 or 10. It just really depends on the person, but 6 hours should be plenty of sleep, maybe even more like 8. That's just going to be individual basis, and that's it from supertraining.tv. Bye.